I would like to start off by giving a big thank you to all the donors. It is a privilege to be up here tonight and represent my fellow student body. My name is Mike Shadbolt and I am a high school dropout. I am 31 years old and a full-time student at NSCC and working towards a degree in industrial technologies. I'm here tonight to tell you my personal story about how I got where I am today and the struggles I endured along the way. I've learned valuable life lessons because of my journey and wouldn't change a thing. My mom faced many obstacles as a single parent with 3 sons. She is the strongest woman that I know. We lived in Missouri when my younger brother was involved in an accidental fire when he was 5 years old. He almost didn't survive. I watched my brother go through countless surgeries for 3 years. He's a true fighter and inspiration. While my brother and my mom stayed in the burn unit, I went to stay with my grandma in Ohio so my mom could tend to my brother's needs. While living with my grandma, I got hit by a car crossing the road. I ended up in a body cast with limited movement and had to be carried everywhere. Could you imagine being 7 years old and having to have help going to the bathroom and showering? I didn't have a normal childhood, that's for sure. My mom met the man in my life today, my stepfather, while helping my brother in recovery. My stepdad took my brothers and I in and cared for us like his own and blessed our family in a very difficult time. My parents did anything and everything to make sure my siblings and myself were cared for. Believe me when I say it wasn't easy for them. My family lived check to check, not even making minimum wage. My stepfather was a farmer in a lower-class county in Missouri, making pennies to the dollar, working 16 hours a day at times. Unfortunately, everything he made at the end of the week was not enough. Reflecting back on my childhood, I wonder now, how can a man work so hard in the hot blistering sun and still not be able to provide for his family? We ended up having to move to Ohio to find more suitable work, and a pull-behind camp pursuit for 3 people would end up being a family of 5's home for the next 9 months. My parents were so wonderful they made us think that we were on a camping trip, a very long one. I only found out later that this wasn't the truth, and now I appreciate all the sacrifices they made for us, and through it all we remained together. When we made it to Ohio, we finally got a 2-story house with a white picket fence. We had our happiness. However, in my teenage years, I hung out around town and got into some trouble. I ended up in jail as a juvenile for excessive drinking. What a wake-up call. I felt useless and defeated. I was ripped out of my parents' home and incarcerated for 5 months. It was a long 5 months. I made negative choices that influenced my future. I ended up dropping out of high school while in my junior year. I soon became a dad and needed to start making positive choices. With history repeating, I soon became a single parent like my mom. Caring for my children became my #1 goal. With no one in my immediate family to ever graduate high school, there were no clear answers or direction. While studying for my GED, I remember reading an article in the classroom. It showed a 62-year-old woman who had just graduated with her GED and had received her doctorate degree. She truly inspired my direction. If she can do it, why can't I? I made my first step and got my GED and a handful of certifications while laid off from my former employer. When the economy took a plunge, I was laid off a second time after 8 years of employment. Thank God I knew the answers this time. NSCC was the righteous path. Now I stand in front of you all today and say, I do have a future. For once in my life, I don't have to wonder, did I make the right choices? Hell yeah, I did. I found a quote online that reads as follows: accept your past without regrets, handle your present with confidence, and face your future without fear. It's my positive choices that got me where I am today. So now I say, if I can do it, so can you. Today, my family is my inspiration. They are the reason education is so important to me. I've met the love of my life, and my kids are proud of their dad. Someday soon, I will be an NSCC graduate. I am sincerely thanking all of you from the bottom of my heart. Opportunities like this just don't happen to guys like me. What a wonderful gift. I am NSCC proud.